Hi guys, welcome back to Lake Editors. Sorry for a long break, but actually I was designing some games. Actually, this is not the game I was designing of, but yeah, this is a game I thought that I should make a video on. So to get started for this project, you should search this text on your Scratch so that you have all the sprites and the backgrounds that are needed to create this game. I actually made that all, okay, and I was actually just wanting to say that I will just add this text on my description, and you will also get the means link of my project in the description. And even though you are gonna get the link for the needs or means the sprites where you are gonna get from. So actually this is not going to be very hard. This is all Scratch made it things that are used in this one. I have not actually uploaded anything or something like that. Okay, so let's just start. Over here I'm gonna explain you about my sprites. So here I go for backdrops, where I have two backdrops. One is this. Over here we have our high score, and another is this. Oops, I just forgot it to add that. Score. Okay. Yeah. Now over here we have our two backdrops. One over here is high means this raise one, and another is this stars one. Okay, I'm gonna use this raise for my menu background and this as my catching background. So let's just begin. And I just forget to add one more thing. Okay, now what are we gonna start with? Backdrop. When green flag clicked, switch backdrop to raise, and let's just test this. Good, working fine. Now let's just switch to our that. So now I'm gonna create a sprite which is not available in Scratch, but don't worry, you are gonna get all that in the project I will upload over there. So I'm not designing it very good button, but yeah, I will create a nice button for you guys, or you could actually make your own button as well, but I will be make sure that there should be a button for you. Okay, so let's just add some graphics over here. Okay, now we can continue, but before I go I need to add some text, and that is going to be start the game. And over here my text color is going to be red because that suits on both conditions, white and black. Or actually I could go for dark blue because that will be visible in both the conditions. Yep. Actually it's not much visible. Actually, it's not much visible, but yeah, it is actually good. So now let's just try what we've done. Okay, yeah, that's okay, normal. We have not did anything. Now let's just code for this. Oops, I just forgot to rename it. So I named it as button, and we're gonna make when green flag clicked from events. We're gonna come over this motion, bring this go to, and set its default to 0 and 0. Perfect. And I want this button to be greater, so I'm gonna set its size to 190%. Correct. That is actually a huge size. So now let's just move ahead. We're gonna make it show. And then we are gonna see this. Perfect. If I just make it hide, it worked. Okay. Now I'm gonna come over this event category and bring this when this sprite click button. I'm gonna come over here, bring this broadcast message, and it's going to be start the game. Start the game, and I'm actually just before we move, I'm gonna remove this for right now. I want this num1, and before we move, I'm gonna just get rid of this, and come over here, score manager. I'm gonna right now set create a new variable high score for all sprites. Okay. Right now I'm gonna set high score to 0 for currently. I'm gonna make this when I actually don't, yeah, when green flag. I don't need this. Okay. Now we don't need anything over here right now. We're gonna just come over here. When green flag clicked, I'm supposed to send this. Wait a minute. I just need to copy this one, come over here, delete this, paste this, and yeah, better. Okay. Now it is going to be when green flag clicked. I'm gonna send this to -150 and 140. Let's just try about that. Oh yeah, I needed to show actually not much better position. Try this. Yeah, better than before, and much better and perfect. Not perfect. Yeah, now this is perfect position for this. Now we're gonna come over here when green flag clicked, and I'm gonna make it go to random position. And now I'm gonna suppose I'm absolutely gonna just switch it to go to num. Okay, and now I'm gonna make it change x by. We're gonna come over here, and we could actually just see it have not approximately 17 max pixels. So we're gonna change it by 17 pixels, and then we're supposed to make it show. Okay, and I'm gonna actually just add this all in over here as well, and over the same. You can see it is like very perfectly arranged. Now we're gonna make it switch costume. So switch costume to, we're gonna come over here in this operators, bring this letter 1 of apple and convert it to letter 1 of high score, and we're gonna simply drop and bring in the over here as well and over here, and we're gonna name it as letter 3 as it is num3 and letter 2 as it is that. Okay, so let's just try about that. That is actually perfect because it is 0, so it don't have letter 2 and letter 3, so this is actually common. Okay, now we are gonna make it over here, controls, and bring this if then else, and it is going to be a greater than operator and high score. If high score greater than 1, oops, it is supposed to be 1. If high score, greater than 10. Okay, and now I'm else switch costume 2. I'm gonna make it costume number 1. No, costume number 10. Sorry, costume number 10, which means 0. Yep, arranged. And I'm gonna make it over here as well, removing this, bringing this, and making it to 3 and making it to 20. And here we go. So now let's just test it. How we're gonna test this, I'm gonna convert it to 4, 2, and 1. 421. Done. You see that worked actually perfect. Now let's just start by going inside the game because we've done everything we needed to do over here. Oops, what was that? Yeah. So now let's just get started. Now we're gonna make over here when the sprite game broadcast start the game. Now we're gonna actually just firstly start by this, and we're gonna need another one which is going to be score for all sprites, obviously. Now we are gonna make when I receive start the game, and we're gonna add that in this button. When I receive start the game, another variable in game for all sprites, set in game to yes. Okay, and then we are gonna make over here repeat coming over here, and in the control section bringing a repeat until block, and we're gonna use equal to repeat until in game equal to yes. We're gonna make it switch costume to letter 1 of high score. Not high score, sorry. This time we're gonna make it score. And I'm gonna actually just firstly bring down this code. Okay. And over here we are gonna just remove this. We're gonna duplicate this over here this time. But we are gonna reverse this time. The things are going to be reversed. Wait a minute, I just forgot about that I just did it wrong. Okay, so we are supposed to add this over or actually we could make it go to random position over here, num2, and then we're supposed to change x by 17 pixels, and letter it is going to be, yeah, letter 1, and this is going to be for num1 to num3, and I'm gonna just come over here, remove this, and what was the position over here that I put it? I guess that it was negative 150, no, not negative 90 for this, and it was 158, I guess so. I guess so. That which sprite is this? Okay, num2, go to num3 and then change x by 17. Go to num2 and then change x by 17. Yep, now it's all settled now. Perfect that we're having right now, and then over here I am now just supposed to reverse, not reverse everything. Yep, now everything has been reversed over here, so yep. And now I'm gonna just make it like this, and I'm gonna now just drop this code over here, bringing down it over here, removing this stuff over like that, and then duplicating this, and okay, converting it to score. Now to just see that is our game working fine or not, I'm gonna make, when I receive start the game, switch costume to stars, and then I'm gonna make a forever change high score to score by 1, and then I'm gonna make it wait 1 second to know. Now let's just test what we've done. Okay. Oh, so, oh my god. What did I did? What did that? Just hide. Oh yeah, I understand. What's the problem over here? Then we can't see that, so we could actually modify our background over here. So just starting by the, not this, converting it to black. This as well to black text. And now I could just select this and like this, and I could just make it like white and bring backward and backward. Yep, there we go. Now we could actually just manage this according to our bar. Now you could see over here, and I'm supposed to when this sprite click, and I'm supposed to even though hide. Okay, yep. Okay, I just did a mistake, and I know that this could happen. I'm supposed to surrounded it by not over in each case. Now let's just see what we've done. Now you can see, wait, what? What's the matter? Okay, I guess it's taking too much time, so yeah, that's working fine. But actually not everything is working fine. When, okay, I'm supposed to set score to 0. What is happening? Wait. What is the value for? Why is that happening? Oh, sorry, I just forget to set. Otherwise, everything is working fine. So yep, this was a correct test. But the main thing is supposed that we are supposed to make it go over there, not over here. So we are gonna make it surround that by a forever loop over here. And when I'm gonna make it to repeat until not game in game equal to yes, I'm gonna use else. And then oh yeah, sorry, I'm gonna make create a clone of myself. Okay, I'm gonna now bring it over here. When I start as clone, oops, sorry, I just forget to do that. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to, when I start as clone, repeat until block, and then I'm supposed to make it delete this clone. Okay, now I'm gonna make it to when, okay, that's actually gonna be set it, but not right now. Okay, I'm supposed to surround that by a forever loop from this control section, bringing this a little bit down and bringing it down in over here, create a clone of myself for that as well. And yep, that is correct over here as well. Yep, now let's just do this over here, create a clone of myself. When I start as clone, repeat. Okay, but now what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna now just set it to position over here right now. So I'm gonna make it over here go to num3. It's supposed to be, I guess, 50. Yep, and let me just try about that. No, wait. Yeah, okay, I understand. So it is going to be now not 50, I guess 100. Firstly, I'm gonna just make it over here. Okay, done. Now this position is correct. So I'm gonna make it over here, and now I'm gonna make it for this num2 over here in motion section, go to random position, and I'm gonna convert it to num3, obviously, because it is not going to be just a random position, because I don't want that. Okay, now what am I gonna make? I'm gonna, oh sorry, I just forget. And now I'm gonna make it change x by 17. Okay, and now I'm gonna do the same over here. Go to random position, num2, change x by 1717. Okay, now I'm gonna actually just remove this. Okay, over here. Now before I move, I would just wanted to see that. Okay, I guess that it should work. Okay, I understood now. That, no way, I just need to undo. I need to make it to num2. Okay, now I'm gonna just duplicate this, making it num for in game, and duplicating it for num2 for in game, Now I'm supposed to make it num3 for in game. Oops, sorry. Now I'm supposed to make some changes over here, which is going to be hide this when green flag, right? And over here I'm gonna make it like that. When I receive, start the game like this, and then I'm gonna just make another hide block at the bottom over here, and then I'm gonna just in this for in game, and over here I'm gonna do, okay, yeah, and I'm gonna make it num 3 for in game, same, and then yep, remove this, and I'm gonna make it hide block. Oops, where I'm going, in the looks section at the bottom, okay. And then I'm gonna remove this both, and I'm gonna add this over here, remove both of that, and then just duplicate it, and then I'm gonna just make it like over above there in this hide button, and I'm gonna make it num1 for in-game. Over here I'm gonna just remove all that. Start over here, I'm gonna add hide, and I'm gonna just do one more time, and I'm gonna just remove that. Okay, so it means that now we are ready to go, but not exactly. I guess that now we're ready. Yeah, we are almost just over there by just removing this, and I'm gonna make it forever loop. Okay, just need to remove, otherwise we're ready to go. Now you can even see, let me just test it out. I'm gonna just make it set high score to 151 to see that where all of the keys are working. Wait, oops, I just forget to set that. Okay, you could see, I could see the score 151 over here. Wait, what's the problem? Why didn't I just see that? I guess so that it should be visible. What happens if I just made that? Wait, what happens if I just hide that? Oh, well, actually the problem is, I don't know what's the problem. Actually, the problem is, wait, what is the problem? I guess everything is correct. This is working. This is actually also not interrupting. Wait, I just forget to add the show button over at the top. If I'm just hiding it and not making it show, so how will it show? Okay, now you're gonna see that this game is gonna work perfectly. The things that we have made is gonna work perfectly. Right now you see the system for that I made right now for the score is working correct. That's not good. That this is not working perfectly. Okay, let me just see for that. Over here in this num1, it's working absolutely fine. Or wait a minute. Don't you think we have a reverse time? Let me just check that. If I make it 154, so I guess that I see the opposite, and that's the problem. That I have made it the positions wrong. It is 100 and 158. Correct? And then all the same over here. Just in this one, I'm gonna make it num4 in game, and over here it's supposed to be the same. Go to random position num2, not num2 for in game, and then it is going to be change x by 70, and I guess I'm done. Okay, this is actually gonna take few times, and then wait, what is the problem? I guess it is 7. Wait, it is 17. Yep, now you see it works fine. Yep, I just forgot about that system. So let's just do the same over here, making it going over there, all the system. And over here I'm making this go over there, and then just removing this from here and making it okay. Sorry for that, just a little bit of an issue. Don't worry, we are going good at all the situations. We have done everything correct actually. Num for in-game, wait, not for in-game, num, and over here is going to be num2, I guess. So now it should work fine. Num change by 17, num2. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, better. Now you can see that all the code is working fine. Just we had a big mistake over there, and I'm really sorry for that. Okay, now we are having everything correct except that. Okay, now I could actually just cross check it once again and make it faster to see, just by making it to 5. Now you can see all of our digits are working perfectly. So now I didn't need this, and I even don't need this. I just need it to set it to 0. Yep. Oops, sorry. I just need it to set to 0. And I need to check that. Yeah, perfect. Now we can go. When I just enter this, now I can make my bowel movement firstly. For this player, I'm gonna make it when green flag clicked. It's supposed to hide, and then I'm gonna make it move, and it is going to be when I receive start the game. Going toward the control, repeat until 1 minute. Not this one. Yeah, not. And then I'm gonna use a not, and then equal to, and I'm gonna come over in this variables in game equal to yes. Repeat until not in game equal to yes, and then I'm gonna just make it and go to, yep, go to, and this is going to be negative 180. And then I want it to show and then hide. Let me just see about that. Okay, actually that was not that good. Wait, okay, I just say that. It's supposed to be negative 140 over here. Yep. Now you can see it is over here. Now the thing we're gonna do is that I'm gonna make it a new variable for this sprite only, which is going to be x for this sprite only. Okay, and I'm gonna make it x, and it's going to be if then else, and another if over here. If key right arrow pressed, and then another if smaller than, if x is smaller than 180, change x by, we should make it 5 our speed, and then I'm gonna make it if the key left arrow pressed, if x it is going to be greater than, if x greater than 180, change x by negative and 5, that is going to be negative and 180. Okay, so now let's just see what happens when we do this. Yep, you see we could move but not farther, and I could even not move up and down. Yep, our code is working actually very fine. Now this is bowel is moving correct. Yep, and now we are gonna move towards our fruits. Actually we have done everything except that. I'm gonna make it when green flag clicked, I suppose to high, and now it is going to be when I receive start the game. Over here, yeah, we are gonna find this in this control events, and then we are gonna go to controls, repeat until, going towards operators, not, and then equal to, going towards variables, in game, equal to yes. Okay, now we're gonna go to looks, and at the bottom of this we're gonna add the show at the above and hide at the down, and now we're gonna make the code over here. I'm gonna make it go to I'm gonna make it pick random negative 180 if it is. So I'm gonna make it 160 to positive 160, and then it is going to be 150. Let's just see. Where is it? Oh. And I even need to switch costume to Apple. Okay, but the size is too big. I want the half. Yep, a bit big, 140. And yes, let's just try that. 130. Yep. And now I'm gonna make it repeat until, not repeat until touching, sorry, repeat until touching edge, change y by it is going to be negative and 5 a bit. Now you can see we have it moving from different places, and then we're gonna make it if touching player where is this? Yep. Broadcast, start the game, and then stop the script. Now you can see whenever it touches us, it is gonna went back directly. And now I'm gonna make it touching player. Okay, and I'm gonna just duplicate it exactly the same and make it touching player, and I'm gonna make it when I receive touching player, change score by, and I'm gonna use a go to controls panel, use a if then else, go to variables section, bring this change, and then I'm gonna make what I'm gonna make if yep, smaller than, if score is smaller than, it is going to be, let it be 20. Change score by one. And I'm gonna just duplicate this. If the high score is actually I'm gonna use greater than, smaller than for this, and I'm gonna use a greater than for this. If score is greater than 20, which means we have that, so we're gonna make it change high score by 5, and then I'm gonna make it if then else. If score is greater than 60, change high score by 10, and now I'm gonna change it to score, and then score actually is supposed to be change score by 5. Okay, and now I'm gonna make for this over here if then else, and then if then else, and then once again if then else. It is going to be smaller than, if score is smaller than 20, I'm gonna bring it a bit down, over switch costume to apple, and then I'm gonna make it switch costume to banana, and then I'm gonna make it switch costume to watermelon, and I'm gonna make it if going to operators and then making a greater than sign if score is greater than 20. Then I'm gonna switch costume to bananas, and then if score is greater than 50, I switch costume to watermelon 8. And actually I'm supposed to first see for watermelon, then C for banana, then C for apple, because that have actually something to see like this. Now this is better than before. Now we're gonna add this over here and then put this to over there. Now let's just try what we've made. Star. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep. Perfectly working. So yep, our game is working completely fine, but now I'm gonna make if touching edge. Now I'm gonna just duplicate this and make it out. Okay, out. And now I'm gonna come over score manager. Okay. When I receive out, I'm gonna make it set high score to score, and then I'm gonna make it if and a smaller than sign, and then making if high score is smaller than score. Set high score to score. Okay, yeah. Now we're gonna make our hard level, and then I'm gonna make weight for this sprite only, and I'm gonna set weight to let me just see what is it over here. Negative and 5. Set weight to negative and 10, and then I'm gonna duplicate it, set negative weight to negative and 5, then set weight to negative and 5, I guess, negative and 10, and then negative and 15. Okay, and I'm gonna come over here, and then duplicating this, and then duplicating this over here, making this and making a green color, and it's going to be easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna just copy this, and I'm gonna come over here, pasting it and making it to medium. And then copying this and coming over here, making the color to red and making it hard. Now we have our stages, and now I'm gonna going to controls, making the code for that, repeat until, and I'm gonna use not, and then I equal to, oops, sorry, and then going to variables and making if in game equal to yes. Yep, repeat until not in game equal to yes, and then I'm gonna make it what? Repeat until not in game equal to yes. And then what was I going to do? Yeah, I remember it right now. If then else, and I'm gonna make it equal to from operators, going to sensing category, bringing this off one, and I'm gonna use fruits. If costume number or costume slash of fruits equal to 1, not 1, 2, I guess. Yep, it's 2. So I'm gonna make it switch costume to stars, and I'm gonna just make it over here, and then I'm gonna make it to stars 2, and making it to 3, and then I'm gonna just do the same over here, and I'm gonna make it stars 3, and this is going to be 4. And then I'm gonna come over backdrop once again, creating a new backdrop over here, making it whole colored at 1, making the color to red, and then bringing a text of white color actually, which will be visible on black. You lost better luck next time. And then over here like this. Okay, I guess that we are going good right now. I actually don't just guess. We are going good right now. And we're gonna just end this because our game is almost just completed, and we're gonna add switch costume to Backdrop 2 at the end, and I'm gonna make it to wait to once, not one, it's going to be 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna switch back to my costume to raise. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and I'm gonna make it when I receive over here. Actually, I don't make the, yep, it's high. Over here it is start the game. We're making it high. And score manager button, and I'm gonna make it hide, and I'm gonna make it wait until from controls, and I'm gonna do a not and then equal to in game equal to yes. Repeat until not in game equal to yes, and then I'm gonna make it wait 2 seconds and then show perfectly. And this is going to be a loop over here. That now let's just try our game. So 3, 2, 1, let's just start it. Okay, you could see our speed is also good, and we have our backdrop as well, the same. Now we have it medium. I guess it is a bit faster. Now we have our hard. Oops, sorry, I just forgot one thing. That we are making our speed, but I just didn't forget. I just forget to make it by weight. Now we could start the game, and here we go for easy. Yep, and actually, this is going to be a very hard game. I don't think so. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my god. I just, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my, oops, oh my, oops. I just missed. Wait, what did it mean? I'm missing them continuously, and oops, I just added over there. That was bad. That is super hard. That's actually not just hard, that's super hard. So I guess I may just make it a bit easier, otherwise no one will be able to just make much score. So making it -6 and then making it -10. Actually, banana was also the fast, but that was extremely fast. Or I guess I should make my bowl speed better. Yeah, that will be also nice. From 5 I could make it to 7 and -7 because that's too slow. Now you could try it. Let me just see. Yep, now I could, yeah, before I just check it once again, let me have only one more experiment. Okay, it's supposed to be go to 0. Yeah. Now we are done. We actually just start from a random position, which means where we ended. Wait, yeah, now our position is correct. Actually, now this is too much slow. But yeah, better for making scores. Now I guess our hard time's gonna start. Yes, boy, I fetched the banana. Actually, that was like going from one corner. Wait, what? I guess that. Wait, what was that? I guess that I just made it clear. What? I mean, it should be edge, if touching edge over here, and over here it should be if touching edge. Now before I play a bit, I'm gonna see about that. Then what happens if I just let it go? Wait. The game starts. Okay. I just understand about that. Broadcast out, and I'm gonna go to events. When I receive out, I'm supposed to bring this height over here and making it. Wait. Oh, sorry. I just remembered something. I'm gonna come over here when I receive out over here, and I'm gonna just come over here, set in game to no, and that's it. We are done. I don't think so you have ever created a game in such easy way. Yep. Everything was not decided. The code was not decided from before, so it was making a bit confusion from starting. But yep, now it's better. Okay. Yep. Yep. And yep. If I just let it go. Oh yeah, that happens best. Now I could. What? Restart? Where is this bow? Didn't I just add a show? And I guess that when this sprite clicks, that's weird. Let me just. Wait, what does that mean? No, that's not good at all now. Yeah, that's not good. Oh my god. Why is that happening again and again and again? Okay, let me just try it once. Wait, what? No way. Why isn't it just showing? Everything is showing. You see score over here, high score and that, and everything is working fine, but what's happening to this player sprite? Show not in game. Okay. And I guess that actually it is correct. This would work. Okay, I guess that there is some mistake. Set score to 0. Not done yet. When green flag clicked. Why is that actually happening? This code is not even executing. Wait, what is happening? I didn't just thought about that. I guess I'm supposed to remove this. This may help. Actually, this is not good. I think that this should work. Oh, sorry, not score. Set X to 0. Wait, what? Why is that not happening? What? What? What was that? Why wasn't it just showing? I guess that this may help. Yeah, I guess so. Remove that all stuff over here and make in-game 2 yes. I guess so. Yeah, this is gonna help. Let's just try. Yeah, this worked, guys. Let me just see after outing. Getting out once again. Wait, I guess I should run far. Yep, I lost. I know, I just lost intentionally. Yep, now that's good. I guess yep. So, thank you guys for watching the video. Literally, today we created a good game. It was literally a good game. And it worked perfectly as we wanted. But there were some issues that were happening, but that happens. That is actually not a very bad deal, but I actually like the game that I've created. Yep, that is actually very nice. And now I could create a big high score, and I guess I should speed up a bit more. So now you could make speed changes and other things, weight changes as according to your will. But yeah, I just created that, and thank you guys for watching. That was a very good video and a very good game as well. I like this a bit. I like this game too much, and yep, this was very good. Wait, oh, yeah. So I hope to meet you next time with a new video, inshallah. See you next time.